In comments made to the LA Times, Dwight Howard says he can't please everyone and he's done trying to make everyone happy. Quote, "People were upset I was out having fun. They thought I should be sitting in a room all upset because we lost. I am upset, but I'm not going to stop living. When I came back from my shoulder injury, some didn't think I was giving my all. It wasn't fair to me. I was on a walker and 4 months later playing basketball. I played hurt. I have no idea what people are saying. I don't pay attention to the good, bad, or ugly." Stephen A., he's not trying to please anybody anymore. What does this say about Dwight?
Well, if he was telling the truth, then I think it would be a very, very good thing. I do believe he cares. I do believe he's relatively sensitive. I do not find him to be a bad guy by any stretch of the imagination, but I do think he has to toughen up. The other thing that I do believe, more importantly than that, is that, you know, a lot of times Dwight Howard is going by the things that are told to him as opposed to what he has actually witnessed himself. And sometimes that leads him in a wrong direction because he's not completely cognizant of what's being said about him. I know this to be true. And so for me, when I look at him right now, I look at a guy that I look at his level of production. The fact that he was hurt when he produced this way, I think speaks volumes about him. I think the fact that he played hurt speaks volumes about him. I think he's a plus. I think he's a lot of things. But I do believe that he needs to understand that the one question about him, since he's due over $100 million and he's being labeled and perceived as a franchise player, people are going to look at his last year in Orlando and his first year in Los Angeles and ask themselves, is he worth being the face, or does he deserve to be the face of a franchise simply because of his own trepidation? This is a guy that played in L.A., is in the big market, is in Hollywood, and still hasn't made up his mind. From what I'm hearing, he hasn't even thought about anything yet. He wants to wait until the free agency period begins to see who's going to woo him and what they're going to throw in his direction. That leads to questions. And anytime you're a franchise guy and there are questions about you, you're not going to be seen as a franchise guy. He's got to own that.
I agree with you. Dwight is not a bad guy. I don't buy that he no longer cares what other people think. I think he cares way too much about what everybody thinks. And I think all of his admissions in the Los Angeles Times, including the fact that he admitted that my one big problem is between my ears. So it's all mental with Dwight. We've all said that from the start. He's got all the physical tools. Do we trust his intangibles? Do we trust his mental focus and his mental toughness from night to night to night? I don't, especially if you're going to try to make him the face of the franchise post-Kobe Bryant, Kerry champion. No, you don't want that. I'm sorry. Maybe in Houston he could flow along with James Harden and all the other nice pieces they have, and it would work. But not here, not with the Lakers. I'm sorry.